Hey, future nail pros, welcome to this explainer where we are going to break down everything you need to know about nail product safety. Seriously, this is the stuff that will not only help you ace your licensing exam, but will also set you up for a long, successful career. It's all about building a solid foundation of safety and know-how. So let's just dive right in.
Okay, first things first. I want you to look at this quote and really let it sink in. This is the Nail Pro's golden rule. Products are safe when used correctly and dangerous when used incorrectly. If you remember one thing from our time together, let it be this. Everything, and I mean everything we talk about today, comes back to this one simple idea. Getting this right is how you protect your client, how you protect yourself, and how you protect that license you're working so hard for.
So here's our game plan. We're going to walk through this just like a real nail service. We'll start with prepping the nail, then move into building the enhancement, and finally we'll cover all the finishing touches, removal, and care. By the time we're done, this won't just be a random list of products, it'll be a practical guide you can actually use.
Okay, let's get into the first phase, prepping for perfection. You know, this might be the most critical step of the entire service. This is where you create that perfect canvas for your art. But it's about way more than just looks. Proper prep is what ensures great adhesion and, most importantly, keeps everything safe.
So, right after you've cleansed the nail, your first go-to product is the nail dehydrator. Its job is super important. It basically whisks away any surface oils and moisture from the nail plate. Think about it. You wouldn't try to paint on a greasy canvas, right? It's the exact same idea here. A nice, dry nail plate is what gives you that great, long-lasting hold.
Next up is our friend, the acid-free primer. And I love this LBA tip, sticky invitation. That's literally what it is. It acts like super effective double-sided tape for the nail. It doesn't rough up the nail plate. It just creates this perfectly tacky surface that makes the enhancement products say, yes, please. This is going to be your go-to primer for most of your clients.
But what about those clients, you know the ones, whose nails seem to lift no matter what you do? Well, for them, you've got a stronger tool, the acid-based primer. Now, this one works differently. It creates these tiny, microscopic etches on the nail surface, giving the product way more to grip onto. But, and this is a huge but, it's powerful stuff. You have to be incredibly careful with it because it can cause damage or irritation if it gets on the skin. Use it, but use it with respect.
So this slide really breaks it down for you. Acid-free is your everyday player for most clients. It's gentle, it's effective. The acid-based primer, that's your special teams, reserved only for clients who are really prone to lifting. When you use it, you have to be so precise. A tiny drop is all you need, and you have to make absolutely sure it stays on the nail plate and off the skin.
All right, the canvas is prepped and ready to go. Now for the really fun part, actually building the enhancement. This is where the art and the science of what we do totally come together. Let's get into it.
Often, if a client wants more length, we'll start with a nail tip. And the #1 non-negotiable rule here is getting the fit just right. That tip has to sit perfectly from one sidewall to the other. No gaps, no pinching. Why does it matter so much? Because a bad fit puts pressure on the natural nail, and that can lead to some serious damage or discomfort for your client.
And what holds that perfectly fitted tip in place? Adhesive, or as we all call it, nail glue. Here's the pro tip. Adhesive belongs on the nail tip and the nail plate only. Never, ever let it touch the client's skin. Not only can it cause irritation, but it's just a messy application. So be precise.
Now let's talk about nail resin. Think of it as nail glue's tougher, stronger cousin. It's thicker, and it's fantastic for things like repairing a cracked nail or applying fabric wraps. You have a client come in with a split nail? A little bit of resin can be an absolute lifesaver. It's a must-have in your toolkit.
So you've applied your resin for that repair, but it needs to harden up, right? That's where activator spray comes in. It's like a little bit of chemistry magic in a can. A light mist of this stuff kicks off a chemical reaction that cures or hardens that resin in just a few seconds. It's super fast and gives you that strong, durable finish you're looking for.
Dip powder systems. They are everywhere, and for good reason. They're strong, they're fast, and the color options are endless. But there is one huge safety rule that you absolutely cannot forget. Seriously, breaking this rule is a major, major no-no in the salon. And here it is, loud and clear. Pour, don't dip. You must never, ever dip a client's finger directly into the jar of powder. Why? Because you'll contaminate the entire pot with whatever was on that client's finger. It's a massive health and sanitation violation. The correct way is to pour the powder over the nail onto a clean surface and then toss the excess. No double dipping.
Okay, we've built a gorgeous set of nails. Now it's time for the final act: finishing, removal, and care. This is all about protecting your beautiful work, adding that incredible shine, and making sure you know how to safely remove it all when the time comes. A gel top coat is basically armor for the manicure. It's that final, protective layer that seals in the color and gives you that super hard, glossy finish. It's what protects the nails from chipping and daily wear and tear. It's the finishing touch that makes all the difference. So, you've just cured that beautiful, shiny top coat under the lamp, but when you touch it, it's a little sticky. What's that about? That's called the inhibition layer, and it's a totally normal part of the process. All you have to do is take a lint-free wipe with some nail surface cleanser, which is usually just alcohol, and give it a quick swipe. That sticky layer will vanish, revealing that perfect, non-tacky shine. And for the final touch of luxury, cuticle oil. It's amazing for moisturizing the skin and making your work look incredible. But, and write this down, oil is the #1 enemy of adhesion. So it is always the very last step. Never, ever apply it before an enhancement service, because you're just asking for that set to lift.
Now let's talk removal. Using the right tool for the job is key to keeping natural nails healthy. For regular old nail polish, a gentle, non-acetone remover is perfect. But for the big stuff, acrylic, gel, dip powder, you need the power of acetone. It's a strong solvent designed to actually break down those enhancements. Trying to take off acrylic with non-acetone remover is like trying to cut a steak with a spoon. It's just not going to work.
Okay, we've gone through the products from start to finish, but being a pro is about more than just your kit. It's about knowing the rules of the road. Let's talk about your professional rule book, the knowledge that keeps you, your clients, and your license safe. Ever wonder what to do if you get a product in your eye, or what the specific ingredients are in your favorite monomer? Well, there's a document for that. It's called a Safety Data Sheet, or SDS. By law, there has to be one for every single chemical product in the salon. It tells you how to handle it, how to store it, and what to do in an emergency. It's your safety encyclopedia.
And I really want to emphasize this point. It's not enough for the salon to just have these sheets tucked away somewhere. You need to know where they are and how to read them. If a state board inspector walks in, or worse, if there's an actual emergency, you need to be able to grab that binder instantly. This isn't optional, it's a legal requirement and your #1 safety tool.
These 4 rules right here, this is your professional shield. Let's go through them. We do not diagnose or treat. If a client's nail looks off, we stop the service and refer them to a doctor. We keep products off the skin. And we always follow the manufacturer's directions. I want you to memorize these, say them in your sleep. They are what will protect you and your career. Look, I know this can all feel like a lot. We're talking chemistry, rules, liability. It can seem a little intimidating, but you can absolutely do this. Take it one step at a time. The more you understand the why behind these rules, the more it all starts to click. This knowledge is what turns you from someone who just does nails into a true, trusted professional. You've got this. Yes, you can.